Something I've been talking about for certainly as long as Donald Trump has been on the scene, actively involved in politics, is the rise of authoritarianism, the risk of tyranny that we're running by allowing these people in power. Along with authoritarianism is also white supremacy and white nationalism and just outright racism. And the chief purveyor in the United States right now of this kind of rhetoric, and what makes it most dangerous is because he dresses up in a suit and goes on Fox News every single night and has the most popular cable news show in the history of cable news, Tucker Carlson. Well, this last week, Tucker Carlson has been in Hungary giving Viktor Orban, who is a wild authoritarian in the mold of Donald Trump. Steve Bannon has called Viktor Orban Trump before Trump was Trump, something like that. And I want to play a little audio or video and audio of a speech that Tucker Carlson is giving in Hungary, knowing that this speech is not for people in Budapest. This speech is for people back home. This speech is for Americans to hear, and he is signaling something. Let's take a look.
Looking at these buildings, which move me, not simply because they're old and some have bullet holes, which in my view are a very useful reminder. I wish I lived in a city full of bullet holes in the building.
We're going to stop it right there. And the reason we're going to stop it right there, because this is laughable. This is the same man who whined and complained about having to cower in his house while protesters protested outside. And he is in fear, whining. Yet, I wish I lived in a town where there were bullet holes in buildings. As he romanticizes this. Disgusting.
Because every morning you look at them and you think to yourself, it could be really bad. Because it's been really bad. There's a lot at stake. Make wise, sober, long-term decisions, or else you could wind up with more bullet holes. It's true. It's true.
It's true. It's true. Tough guy, strong man Tucker Carlson, never served one single minute in the military, in uniform, has never put his life in harm's way, has never put his life in danger for any cause. And he stands there hugging himself, talking about how he wishes he lived in a city with bullet holes in the buildings.
And if I would level, and I could spend all day leveling very accurate accusations against the American foreign policy establishment, but the main one would be that they have no sense of how bad things can get. And this is the bad side of the upside of America. America's an optimistic country, always has been. Came from all around the world, showed up in this mostly untouched continent with the most fertile farmland in the world and an ocean to separate us from the lunatics. And it gave us the feeling that anything is possible and everything has been possible. And I'll never stop being grateful for that or proud of it. But the downside to that, the flip side, the obverse, the other side of the coin, as you say in Hungary, is that Americans have no sense of how bad things can get. That it actually could be a lot worse. Our physical isolation cuts us off from the history of the rest of the world. There's not a passion to study what happened before in a place that you're building anew, right? Right. Yeah. So we don't have a sense of that. So I love your bullet holes. Let me just say, I'm probably the only visitor to your nation who's complimented your small arms and artillery scars. But here's what I like more about the landscape of Hungary, a few Soviet remnants notwithstanding. It's pretty. It is pretty. The buildings are pretty. The architecture uplifts.
Architectural critic Tucker Carlson. So listen, what Tucker Carlson, I believe, is doing here is romanticizing the bullets in the building. In the direct aftermath of an attempted overthrow of the United States government, a violent insurrection that took the lives of Americans, an attempted overturning of a free and fair election, Tucker Carlson sits here on foreign soil under the protection of an authoritarian goon named Viktor Orban and says these things, criticizes the United States foreign policy. It has been practice for presidents to tread lightly, even foreign dignitaries. You don't criticize your country while away. Even when Obama made what conservatives call the apology tour, he did not do that. They criticized anything that they could perceive as a criticism of the United States, even when there wasn't one. And the script has flipped now. We have Tucker Carlson doing that very thing and being roundly applauded by it by conservatives. And doing this, romanticizing, signaling to the insurrectionists while denying that an insurrection took place. We all witnessed with our eyes what took place, what happened. With horror, if you are a reasonable person, you witnessed it. And now we're being told the sky is green, not blue. That's not what happened. This is calculated.
When we're talking about sleep, we always hear about how much sleep people get, but often neglected in the conversation is the quality of that sleep, which is just as important. And science shows that lowering your body temperature during sleep can help you be more rested and achieve better sleep. And that's where our sponsor, Chili Sleep, comes in. Chili Sleep makes customizable, climate-controlled sleep solutions to help you improve your sleep. Comes in two varieties, the Uller sleep system and the Cube sleep system. That's what I have on my bed. Both are hydro-powered, temperature-controlled, luxury mattress pads. You can make your bed as cold as 55 degrees. I choose 60. You can make it as hot as 115 degrees, if that's your thing. I don't feel hot anymore at night. No more sweating. I'm sleeping better, and I love it. I also have the Chili Sleep Chili Blanket, which helps keep me cool on top as well. They'll give you 20% off everything when you go to chilisleep.com/Pacman. The link is right underneath this video.